current day, how do you survive? Like, how do you get like money to buy food, clothes, living expenses?
Sometimes walk house and beg. Anything people tell me to do, me do. Them say, go buy something, them go and buy it. The girl didn't really I give me that chance, I did my think about money, and I watch you, watch me. I think about money and big this, and them a big house, and them a big them house, and them want money. It happens. Me go up in here when me a young by age, but through the corner side, my father and my mother mash up. And you know nobody work training, you know when you go through the process, you have all the people, so no one, you might take all that, you might take, you know, young.
Yeah.
I teach him for me, because they say, you can't be that big trainer, never. Then you have a people and you want to prepare him for me young, for that, but then listen.
In Office with Dr. Jevon Samuels.
Welcome to another episode of In Office. I am Dr. Jevon Samuels. In Office is a podcast where we talk about life, sickness, and death, and it's a very good podcast for informative medical information. Today in Office with me I have Mr. Andre Harris. Welcome to the show, sir. Alright, so today we'll discuss schizophrenia, and schizo means split and phrenia means mind. And my guest here today, Mr. Andre Harris, is a patient with schizophrenia. So schizophrenia is actually a syndrome, right? So it is a syndrome which has lots of symptoms, and these symptoms normally can be classified into positive symptoms, negative symptoms, or cognitive symptoms. Some of the examples of positive symptoms includes hallucination, usually seeing or hearing stuff that does not exist. Is not present, alright? So persons might be hearing voices in their head, persons telling them to do stuff when it's not actually the case. Or they may see stuff that they are the only one is actually seeing. They also have delusions, and delusion is a false belief that even if you should have evidence against such beliefs that they have, they would still keep with their beliefs, right? So for example, a person might think that some higher power is controlling their behavior, or someone like on the television may be saying something to them. Now you also have disorganized speech. So some persons with schizophrenia may have, we just saying a sequence of words which is not really a sentence, like cat, carry, bag, school, food, alright? Also you have disorganized behavior. So some persons with schizophrenia will have disorganized behavior. So some persons might have like a hot sunny day, they might have on a leather jacket as if they were in some temperate country. It's an example of disorganized behavior. They also have what we call a catatonic behavior, in which they might be a little slow to respond and support. Now, those are examples of positive symptoms, and those are important for the diagnosis as well. So, in terms of negative symptoms, you may have persons may lose interest in activities that they are normally interested in. So for example, the person normally likes football or track and field, and they just suddenly lose interest in something that they love. That's an example of a negative symptom. Some persons may have a flat affect. Some persons may just lose general interest in and motivation. Some persons may just stay at home and refuse to go and look work or to go out with others, which they normally do. And finally, we have cognitive symptoms, which normally involves like affects their memory or their learning ability or their ability to do several stuff at once. These cognitive symptoms tend to be a little subtle, and it's harder to really notice in persons with schizophrenia. Now, in terms of the diagnosis, I just mentioned some symptoms above. So in terms of the diagnosis, normally the positive symptoms are the symptoms that we need to have at least one one or two of the positive symptoms, and you may have a negative symptom as well with one of the positive symptoms in order to make the diagnosis. But in order for us to make the diagnosis, you have to have at least one of the positive symptoms such as hallucination, delusion, or disorganized speech. Now, in terms of the causes is not really known specifically. However, we know that in terms of epidemiology, however, like males tend to be affected more than females, so it's a slightly higher prevalence in male, and also males tend to be diagnosed in the early 20s most often than not, while the females in the late 20s. And in terms of treatment, normally the mainstream treatment is with antipsychotics. However, in addition to the medication, you also have behavioral therapy and other means of therapy that they use to treat these patients. But with no further introduction, I just want to now have a discussion with Mr. Andre Harris. So once more, welcome to the show, sir. All right? Now, I mentioned earlier in the discussion some of the symptoms that persons with schizophrenia normally have. What are some of the symptoms you have at the time when they made the diagnosis of schizophrenia?
Don't say me kind of arising, but at the chap when we get in a meal.
You got that chop in your head?
Yeah.
At which age you got the chop in your head?
When me around 19.
19.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can tell me the story about that chop that you got in your head.
The chap now, we got doctor, and then stitch it, and then we go back there.
Yeah.
And then take it out, and then give me an appointment to come back, and I see keep on going back. So like another time when I not sleep, I'm go for the medication now.
Yes.
When we get the medication, by 2 days time now I start sleep back and I get the medication. But one time I not take the medication, when I go for the medication, it don't make me sleep. But soon as I get it make me sleep in 2 days time.
Alright, so in terms of when you got the chop in your head and you start to behave differently.
That's really.
Alright, so what was the reason why they had taken it to the doctor to evaluate it for mental illness? What was some of the stuff that you were doing? I can't remember.
Only the chap.
No, not the chop, your behavior, and said that you were hearing voices, seeing...
No. That's
I didn't have any of those stuff.
Just the chap.
Just the chop.
Yeah.
And you ever feel like someone is controlling your behavior?
No.
No? And what about in terms of, in terms of your speech? You normally don't have any issues speaking fluently with English or with Creole or whatever language you use?
No.
No? No, your behavior. I know that you tend to avoid, like, say, going to look a job. Because that's one of the symptoms of schizophrenia. So what would have caused you to be motivated to go and get a job?
Like right now, first thing when I do not make more, say I go to do number 1. And number 3, I'm more money number 3 there.
Yes.
You want to go to number 3, but you know, fully equipped, like have your education, have your license. Have some money in the bank, have been all on this side already, that's you can run back a country, go do some business. Because if him say a country, you have to go a country, you have to go, you know?
I know, but are there young men in your community that don't have a car and don't have any particular skill?
But at my age, them have it. Or them have some in a bank. Where them really show where them are over the 15 years or the 10 years.
Alright, so what type of work you can do, or what type of work you use?
Money work, fixed car.
Fixed cars. So, is there a garage close by where you could just go and work?
Yeah, but my uncle is kind of not a such a man, you know? Kind of, he's not so good.
But despite that, normally a normal behaving person would actually go out and try and
Yes.
either operate a small business or try and work with someone or just go and apply for a job. I'm just asking you in your case,
Yeah.
what are some of the challenges you have why that's not taking place?
I can't read and write. Just when I'm going to drive in work, I have my license that I want to. Some people, you better learn and trade and work with some people.
Okay. So why are you not learning a trade? Or why you didn't learn a trade?
True, me not get to read somebody for go amongst them. Because some people want to learn trade, them and want to be able to run up. Some people will give good money. Like a reasonable good money where you can want 10 grand for the week.
So whatever work you used to do in the past?
They usually work at Grace Pan Truck. They usually be a garage. We usually fix bicycle.
And what else?
What else again? Usually be a garage. And where again?
Alright, so I understand that but currently how do you survive? Like how do you get like money to buy food, clothes, living expenses?
Sometimes I walk house and beg. Anything people tell me to do, me do. Them say go buy something, them go and buy it.
And that is you make enough money from that to sustain yourself and buy food, clothing, etc.
Yeah.
Alright, so in terms of relationship now, if you have a partner,
No.
you have children.
You know?
Alright, so in terms of, so you wouldn't really want that for yourself?
Yeah. But some of the girl them really I give me that chance, because they might think about money and I watch you, watch me. I think about money, big money and big this, and them a big house and them a build them house and them want money. So them stay.
So then stay. Now, in
And some
terms,
of them I say, yeah, me and not for them time.
but that happens to every guy out there, but they're still able to get a girlfriend and get married, other guys
Yeah.
at your age.
Yeah.
So that alone should prompt you that something is different with you from other guys.
Yeah.
You can't just be blaming others for everything. You have to put yourself in position so that you don't have to be blaming others for any issue.
No, but sometimes when you have education, you're more dedicated to you, more enough things when you can't read. You kind of more than know certain good things.
Yeah, but some
You never been in a relationship before certain way. You never. So when you just don't know, you just don't know. So sometimes, if you that book a girl and go out, you know, say for instance, say out, you know, I say, come with me about the senses. You introduce me to a girl, might be me, no more.
Alright.
Certain things if you say to her, I don't know something that might be a little that I like her.
okay. But in terms of education,
Yeah.
and then you continue to blaming like the progress in life and stuff. But I can put it to you that some persons that out there that not able to read actually makes more money than persons that have education and can read.
That's true. I have some people who have education don't want to read. They're not a work in a class, they are not working ability. Not a working class. And the man we cannot read him come out a vehicle unless him a walk we can read.
But you are using the excuse that you don't have a work because you're unable to read and write. And I'm telling you that some persons that can't read and write have a skill or they are street smart, they're street smart, so they actually find ways to make a living and make decent money.
Likewise, me not make money now, but I show them take on my tool pan. We'll say I'm on a work and take on him tool pan.
Alright, again, you're just kind of blame game, but you're not the only person that would have lost their, what should I say, their tools that they need to work, but still have the motivation to go and get new tools and continue to work. But why are you that?
Right now, I'm tired of work, one going in. I'm tired of the place. Because easy thing was to cut the tile and put them and mix it up and lay them. Because you have one new tool, so you need to have to show it and what's up. You see that now we just go sound no joint, level it, it have the teeth them in and it stays so. So you don't go sound joint, it don't level already, You just lay down the tile on it and lick it with them. I think my one brother tell me to come with him, but one if I in January, I go start. I don't know if I like Christmas, no.
Alright.
But just really is not a good mind. Here one now. See if them have a good mind, I say, come on me youth. We quick for God and believe in me, because I said in me only. You see if him have a good mind, but his spirit does not take him. So that's why I'm not on my own. God knows I know nobody working. I chase it, I said,
Yes.
me at 39. Next month, November the 12th, I'm going to show 3 years.
Yes. No, the medication that they take at the clinic. Whatever medication you take the tablets or they give you injection.
Medicate,
Injection.
yeah, and the tablet.
So how often you get the injection?
Every month, once a month.
And you keep up with the appointments.
Sometimes I don't go for a ride, and I forgot to there, I don't go. I don't get to work, I never have no money.
But you say there's a walking distance from where you live.
Run a sunrise zone.
Yes. So you could just walk when you don't have the money.
But
You're
sometimes,
like medication free.
when I love when I go doctor, I have a lunch money and them thing, I have a taxi fee. You know, like walking and so on.
So difficult.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, the time walk, then don't go.
Alright, so what are some of the issues that you have with the medication or the clinic apart from the inability to find care sometimes?
Like, the medication now, only thing where you do feel, you see, if you find yourself not sleep, you see, by you go feed the Wednesday, you go feed the Wednesday and by the Thursday night, you find you sleep properly. And the next night you sleep properly, you get the rest. But once you don't go feed certain time, you never get to sleep. Sometimes, all the while, and them have some of them, after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you never.
Yes.
So that's why one time go now, and him say, how long I come? And them not fi ask me, and them up on my bracket. Them say, how long I come? I know when I come soon and when I come late, so. They be like, come for a long man, or they give you one for a 4 months.
Okay.
So the time when you take for go now, but the time now when I have a time and I feel like I'm born and rubbing yourself, because my shoulder slip out,
Okay.
So you feel like the bone are crying. You see, as soon as I get the medication now, you feel it kind of start.
Okay. But, so in terms of relationship though, you don't see yourself having any hopes of learning a trade, settling down, having a family? You never think about those stuff?
Think about it, but we think, me no, we need to say no, sure right. Like, we think about them things that, but as we tell you the truth, we don't get the opportunity. Somebody will fear enough, loving and kind enough. Say you what, me I go put you on your foot and worse, no say me know enough about it already. Say you know say it's a good youth with around me. You know, more time a weekend time, I give you 9,000 when you touch Friday, I 8,000. Sometimes I put sometimes 15 grand or 10 grand or something I go deal with you. Now make you there around me. I remember when you are you have to do things to you.
Yeah man, but they normally compensate us to get at least your food money.
Yeah, I get on there, so.
Alright, now in terms of your younger years growing up, like, did you attend like primary school? or infant school?
But basic and college.
All age. Which all age school you went to?
Swallow field for White Hand.
Okay, so you didn't do well in school.
No.
Why is that so? You didn't attend classes or just unable to learn in class?
In class. And then fight me off. And then fight if you have 4 days straight, me have fight till they have to move me from the school.
So why would you be in fight so often?
But the boy my fight me off, yeah me.
So why they took set on you and not on the other students?
Sometimes some people they just take set upon some and nobody takes it upon some and just say,
And you're the unfortunate one.
yeah.
Oh. And so you didn't sit in the subject, like you did in the subject at school, you didn't end up doing like CXC subjects or anything like that.
I want to tell them in meeting, I said there was a bit in there. I was in grade 6 and grade 5. Either grade 6 or grade 5. And then you want paper, and then you the paper in.
Yes.
If you do 250, then on the paper, go for the 150, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you see A, B, C, and the circle, like the circle, everything.
So when you can't circle everything,
Wait.
you know what's right, right.
You understand? We must say, you know, 52 in and a 150, if you want to do the whole 250.
Oh.
And 150 if you do on the paper and done before the body. And you must say, if you do, I like you read it, and when you read and you get the answer, you just circle the A or the B. So I just go to circle A and I just get down and I just get down. And I just soon do them.
Alright, so you smoke and drink?
Yeah, smoke and drink, but not
Smoke weed or cigarette?
weed, cigarette, but me not drink coffee.
Smoke weed. So they don't advise you to quit smoking at the clinic?
Yeah.
So if you somebody in the doctor's order,
If I try me out smoking, I chew my another part of my home fat. I get addicted.
but it affect your worse your condition and you don't think it's wise to try
Stop.
to stop.
Yeah.
And then you're complaining that you don't have taxi fare to go to the clinic and yet you find money to buy smoking every day. You have to be careful what the prioritizing your spending on, you know.
Yeah.
Right? So in terms of the trade that you want to learn, so you want to learn tiling. What are some of the things you're putting in place to learn that skill?
That grown and tired, man, and then start work with it, but in spirit, I would have to take care of it and just be good.
So what about like going to hard trust to learn tiling?
Would I do that?
Yeah, but that's they know all the skills at hard trust.
Yeah.
That's a skill training institution in Jamaica, which is free.
Yeah.
So you have to think about going there.
Would I try that?
So in terms of like sometimes as you have the motivation to like get up and like basically ask persons for money every day. I'm wondering why you have the motivation to do that instead of working. What would be the cause of that?
Because of that.
Because they like you will see me like 2-3 times a day and you begin a change to buy something. And you're so motivated to ask everyone you see for a
So that
change.
put all the motivation of people get a work then.
Yes. Why would you use that same motivation that you have to make
Sometimes I get a opportunity, you know.
I learn a skill.
Sometimes I think you're not thinking the right way as a young youth and you don't have the opportunity. I put it this way, you go around the man and I learn children even one year, let's say you go around the one day. If we say, yo, you are Christmas now, man, make sure you get your 50 grand, you know, to go home with, you know. You might look out for yourself. I just say opportunity, you kind of have certain way.
So some of the friends, some of my friends in their community that learn free, how long do they normally take to learn?
You know, so you never really, it take like, if you can learn, it will take like 1 year or 1 year and a half.
But if you can take 1 year or 2 years and learn something that you can go on your own to earn,
Yeah,
you don't think that would be worth it, irrespective if they don't
that's
give you a lot of money?
That's what I can pan and treatment see how much you do that when I answer treatment. I say me $100, $200, I say alright, that's too much man. I say alright, I take off 30% cause you man know it. Quick time, I want 90 grand that I can collect. Next collect I collect I want 30, I want 40. But when you work with that boy, you know, sir, when a boy I think I say a 3 grand, me I give 3 days or 2 grand, you know.
Precisely. So that is why it's good to just go
And learn and
learn and trade, and then you can go.
It's like when I said to me, no, I show it happens. Me didn't go in high when me a young by age, but through my come on I said, my father and my mother mash up. And you know, nobody work trading, you know, when you go through the process, then you have all the people in so no one, you might take all that, you might take, you know, I'm young.
Yeah.
I teach him for me, and they say, you can't be that big trainer, never. When you have a people and you want to pay in front of me young to talk when you listen.
Yeah.
So people carry all them people at church, you know. When they're young,
So you didn't go to church when you were young?
yeah, man, you try to go to church, man, and people in my church people.
Okay.
You go church?
Yes, I go to church. Yeah. Alright, so anything that you want? Yes, I used to go to the party. You go to the party? Alright. No, so in terms of the viewers, do you have any, you don't have any business that they operate?
No.
And so in terms of the trade that you want to learn, you can state to the one last comment to the viewers that what they want to learn and how you want to go about getting it, and if there's anyone there that in the tiling field that would want to assist you in,
Yeah.
yes, you can just appeal to the viewers, just talk to them quickly, please.
Yeah. If anyone want that, like they want somebody
Assistant,
assistant,
they don't want to
teach somebody to teach a talent trade. I'm available want to learn. Right?
Good. Alright, so this concludes another episode of In Office. Remember to share, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Until next episode, stay safe.
Be sure to subscribe for more informative contents on life, sickness, and death.